Hey everybody, welcome back to this Let's Play of Final Fantasy II for the PlayStation. I am Drak, and as you can obviously tell, I'm playing a digital download via the PS3. Hi, Storm Shadow 217. Welcome to YouTube's. So now we are on one of the upper floors of Kas'ion. We are trying to get Egel's torch to get the Sunfire below. People might remember this guy, the Adamantoise. We took him on in the Ice Cavern, I believe. And obviously, he's in an ice cavern, but he's still allergic to ice. Kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Yay, we have more life magic. I love how I'm like that, you know, ooh, look at the pretty bunny. Oh, but it looks like the chest with the golden mail had monsters in it, which were mines. You gotta love these bombs, because you have to take them out quickly. Otherwise, you're gonna have some issues if they start going boom. Well, Gordon can't do it. Hopefully fire will help. A little bit. He took two of them out. Now we got three. We gotta take these things out before they go boom. They are mines after all. Nicely done, Furion. Way to not hit them. Okay, so now that we have the golden mail, I actually believe at some point we'll probably hand that over to Gus as well. It's slightly an improvement for him. This actually might go straight to Furion, because I do want to keep my healer up and running. No, I give it over to Gordon, because he's still low in HP. And it's getting to a point where I can't really grind him, otherwise I'm going to use more MP that I don't want to use. Thump. Ah, well. That is the way it shall be. But yeah, we are getting close to the end of Kas'ion. I think we maybe got one or two floors more, but in the higher floors, they actually do have some items that I want. So, we're gonna go and make a little detour for him. Kind of like we did with the golden mail. Alright. That'll kill it. Cool! Onward we go! No HP increases. I'm kind of surprised by that. There we go. Eye drops, mallet, antidote. Now we have a bit more to work with. But we're still going to need to be selective. Darkness off of Gus, and that way we can still get his super hits. But they're just super. Thanks for asking. Oh look, it's our friend the Adamantoise, and holy crap, he hurts hard. Survive! Of course, physical damage doesn't do anything, but ice does. Welcome to your allergy. Oh, more HP. I am not going to turn down HP at this point. Alright. There is the next floor. More wraiths! Awesome! It's almost like Stargate Atlantis! Cheap plug, I know, but might as well! And even at 42, that still can't kill it alone. It's okay though, because Gus is back in the game, and he can annihilate stuff. I'm a little worried about that, because these are the monsters I think that gave him the darkness in the first place. So I'm like, oh, please don't get it again. Nice work there, Gordon. Well, no darkness this time, but really low HP. And no HP increase. I'm kind of surprised by that. Again. Oh, that'll have to do. But thankfully we're on the next floor. And this is it. So that's the boss for Eagle's Torch. Now at this point, I do kind of want to play it a little bit more safe because this guy hits really hard. So Gus gets healed up to full. We have 2 Gs in there. It is the Guardian of the Eagle's Torch, Shrieker! That sounds like a Batman villain. We've been talking a lot about Batman in this Let's Play. Fire 8. So this guy's not messing around. What I also think I kind of forgot here, and I might be wrong, Bolt 8. I think this guy might actually be impervious to magic. But we'll find out. No, magic heals him. And I forgot that when I did this Let's Play, and I was like, no! I saved the MP for nothing! Alright, but now we're gonna play it a little safe, put out a shell so damage doesn't hurt that badly. Or his magic damage doesn't hurt that badly. Poison 8. This could be a problem. Yay, no poison. Fire heals him, and for a lot, actually. I keep starting myself at the beginning of this fight. I'm kind of not happy about that. Alright, so now we're just going to go straight attack, because I don't want to heal this guy anymore. Good for you, Furion, a whole 3 HP. Bad, Maria. Well, you're mostly a caster, so I can't hold that against you. But as you guys can probably imagine, this will take a while. Oh, 1/4 of 100. Another 1/4. And 0. Okay. Can't remember how much HP the Shrieker actually has, but, you know, 50's nothing to gawk at. 0 is. Good for you, Maria. Okay, that was technically 50, so we got another 50 in there. Let's see what the next round brings. Okay, 34. Ooh, a critical strike. That's helpful. And another crit. Still not enough to kill him. Here we go again. No! I don't like seeing zeros. 15, okay. No, not from Gus. Not from Maria. I don't like seeing zeros. These guys can thoroughly trounce all the all the main world monsters, but they can't do it to Shrieker. I don't know why. Okay. Here we go again. Ow. No, Furion, don't miss! No zeros! No zeros! Okay, that was 50. It really is kind of frustrating. You've built up your characters, and all of a sudden they're doing nothing but 0 and missing, and it's like, oh, this boss fight's taking forever. Alright, Shrieker's dead. And we got an MP improvement for Furion, so that'll be helpful. Okay, so now we have obtained Eagle's Torch. However, I get attacked. Because it's a Let's Play, and apparently I'm cursed. But I'm kind of done with all this mess. Sleep 4, please don't put people to sleep. Oh no, not Gus. He was one that actually had a turn. Alright, well now we kind of don't have a... I guess we're fighting him now. I don't want to fight him, but we gotta start taking these guys out. Blind 4. Oh, you bugger, if that actually passes. And it actually did for a There we go. Majority of the party now has darkness. Can't really do anything about it right now, because I don't have a Suna. So we'll just have to make it work. Alright. These buggers have kind of deserved this now. And my nuke is now asleep. Yeah, that seems to be my luck right now. Nobody gave you permission to miss, Gus. Please take care of this stupid mage. Alright, that should kill... No, it doesn't kill him! And more ice coming my way. Hopefully this doesn't kill Furion. No permission to miss. Oh, good. The Ogre Mage is dead. So now it's just slam after slam after slam. And we got another round with him. Okay, he's dead, so now we're out of this fight, and oh boy. We need some healing. And we got an ice scroll, so we can sell that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and use Warp. Now, the downside of Warp is that it does drain the HP of the person who cast it, so I just healed up Furion for nothing. I'm just gonna have to use some potions to bring him back up. Alright, that should be okay, but we're not gonna play safe here. We're bringing up everybody that we can think of, because we got a long journey ahead of us after this. The Sunfire is burning. Okay, well that's good to know. And now we just have to... There we are. Eagle's Torch. The Sunfire was moved to the Eagle's Torch. We just took the icon of Kas'ion and are going to use it to destroy the Dreadnought. How appropriate. Now, I will be honest, a little bit later on when we're making our way back up to Poft, I won't have such a high priority on upgrading magic, so we'll just get through the battles quickly because I want to make more footing. So for the people who are getting a little bit bored with that, I understand we won't really have that much in this portion of it because we have a long, long trek ahead of us. But before that... Oh, that doesn't look good. The Dreadnought's chasing an airship. Wow, I just... This game makes the Star Wars jokes for me, guys. So now it looks like the Dreadnought has captured an airship. We don't know whose it is. But given stories in Final Fantasy, it's probably somebody we know. But we're seeing the Empire in oppression mode. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Please don't sue me, Lucas. Or Disney. So now we gotta figure out what's going on, but unfortunately, we are far, far away from a town. So we'll have to wait until we get to a town to find out what happened. And look, everybody has darkness, and I don't think I have a single eye drops for them. Like sitting here trying to figure out, okay, can I make it? I think so. Okay. And at this point, this is actually where I try to... There is actually an in-game map, so I try to consult it, and I can't remember the button combination, so bear with me. A lot of this has actually been cut down while I try and figure it out. Yep, I'm not doing leveling up at this point. I am just trying to get back. Because I am quite a ways from home, so this is the point where I really couldn't access the map yet and didn't know where I was going. So unfortunately we're going to have to wander a little bit to figure out where we are going. And thankfully all the monsters that we're getting are not that badly hurtful to us, but we don't want to play it stupid. So that's kind of the weird game you play here. Okay, so now we're going down just to see if we can find a way. Kas'ion's actually like blocked off by an entire mountain range, so you actually have to find the opening to make your way back. Gotta love areas that are completely blocked off by mountain ranges and you don't have an airship, so you can't just travel over them. Nope, you have to find the narrow pass that the game gives you in order to go forward. No, it looks like... Oh, no, we have an opening. Maybe we can use it. Alright, and while we are making our way back to the... to Poft, I'm just going to go over a quick question that people do ask me quite often is, you know, since the holidays happened, have you been able to get in a lot of game playing, and have you been able to take care of some of the stack of games that you have? A little bit. One of the games I've been playing currently has been... It got recommended to me maybe a few years ago. It was the dice game Mirror's Edge, because the friend that recommended it knew that I was a big fan of Portal at the time. And it's not that I hate FPSs, it's just sometimes they're just very bland, and I like unique projects within the franchise, or within the genre. So I love Portal, that it was a first-person puzzle, or first-person shooter, but a puzzle game. And Mirror's Edge kind of got recommended to me in that vein, too. It was a first-person platformer. And I may have said a little bit about this game in previous parts, but I just barely finished it. And I gotta say, it's hit and miss for me. It was a good game in the fact that the gameplay was pretty solid for most of it. It was fairly easy to pick up all of the gameplay elements in the platforming. The only time I ever had any issues was when you actually had to grapple with other soldiers, and you had to like take their guns away, and I was always confused in that regard because the game always kind of, or in some cases kind of motivates you to not do that, to instead run away. In fact, I got really confused because I think think in one of the earlier levels, I got a trophy called Pacifist. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this game is motivating you to not do that, to not get a gun. Well, that's not entirely true. The later levels actually require you to, because you got to take out the opposition. Well, you can either sit there and kung fu them to death while they shoot at you, or you can pick up one of their guns and take them out. I'm sure there's a trophy saying, you know, you just kung fu them all out, but I wasn't patient enough to do that. So the gameplay was pretty good. The one problem that I had with it was the story was very bleh, is the best word I can use for it. It was very predictable. Without spoiling the story, it was pretty much like Die Hard meets The Matrix, really, because your character, Faith, is just depicted as being like this really, really good runner, and the story really centers around Faith, so much so that it's kind of confusing why it does. But unfortunately, it wasn't like the story caught me off guard. It was just more along the lines of, oh, okay, well, that was totally predictable why that happened. And it just doesn't seem like... It seems like a lot of time and effort was put into the gameplay, but not the story. Kind of like the issues that I have with a lot of the mainstream FPSs, where they worked so hard on the multiplayer mechanics that all of a sudden they're like, oh, crap, we haven't done anything with the story, and so it has like this tiny little 4-hour story mixed in with it. And that's just not worth it to buy a $60 game for me. Mirror's Edge, I will say, is slightly more worthwhile in the fact that the gameplay was fun and frustrating. And in some cases, it was rewarding to finally learn how to play the game. So it's kind of a hit and miss with me. I didn't hate it, but I'm at least hopeful that the sequel will learn from its mistakes. Hopefully there will be a sequel, because DICE, along with EA, has been making a lot of stupid mistakes. Hopefully. And look, there is Basque! We found a town! Yay! So yeah, those are my thoughts on Mirror's Edge. It was just... I'd probably, like it on a 10 scale, I'd probably give it a 6 or a 7, because it did not deliver completely. The story was very lackluster, but the gameplay was kind of worth it. Now that we've gotten to Basque, now we need to make our way to Poft. Thankfully, Poft is not too far from here, and we were able to get an inn, so we can take care of all the status ailments and all the MP. So from here on, yes, I will be leveling. And also off-screen, if you notice that I did get 2 new spells... Oh boy, okay, so the Poison in the Darkness frustrated me so much that I basically was hoping the Magic Shop carried Asuna, because I didn't think Basque did. I thought we got it later. Thankfully, the Basque Magic Shop had it. So I have Basuna, which is like I believe it heals temporary status effects in battle, and then Asuna is everything else. Everything outside of battle. So Darkness it heals, Poison, legitimate Poison it heals. Poison's kind of weird in this game. They have a minor version which only stays in battle, and then they have a more permanent one. But since I already started that, or since I got all healed up, I got the new spells, now I'm working on Gordon again. And thankfully he's making some progress. He's still about 100 less than everybody else, but he's getting there. Okay, that was a pretty big jump in HP. So all we gotta do is go over this mountain range to the other side, and that's where Poft is. Oh, this is gonna be kind of pointless. Can I actually get some HP out of this? Nope! Because I ordered Fury into attack. Ouch! That's okay. Okay, so we're past the mountain range, and there is Poft. Oh boy, our journey is almost over. We just need to make our way to Altair. I always want to say Altair. Dang you, Assassin's Creed. Alright, now we're actually getting some damage done. Come on, Gus. Can we get away with more damage? Yes, we can. Just kill this guy, and let's see if we get an HP improvement with Gordon. And we do! Is this going to take him over 400? I don't know, because we're going to hit the inn first. But in the meantime, we're also going to take a break for this week. So next week, we will make our way back to Altair. We'll figure out what was going on with the airship that was being chased by the Dreadnought. But in the meantime, I am Drak. Thank you for watching this Let's Play of Final Fantasy II, and we'll see you next time.